Welcome back. Earlier this year, I met a young man who exemplifies the virtue of perseverance. Here's his story.
Carl Van Winkle was a friendly, outgoing, and free-spirited 16-year-old without a care in the world. Making people laugh was his specialty. He liked to hang out with his family and make videos like these for his broadcast class with his friends.
Just like before, he was kind of like the class clown and just would come into class late and just make some very noticeable, not realistic excuse as to why he was late.
The accident happened right here at 127th and Antioch. Carl was the passenger of his friend Heather White's Century Buick, which was going north on Antioch, about to take a left right here onto 127th when it was T-boned directly on Carl's side by a Chevy Tahoe.
When we first got called, we could tell by the initial reports that come across our computer that this one was going to be a bad one. So my first job was to walk around and look at all the different people. We had several what we call type reds. Carl was definitely a type red, but to be honest, he wasn't a red that we thought we could save. And well, Carl, we could not get a very good airway on him. We had such facial trauma, we couldn't get a tube in his throat, which we could have secured that airway. If they're not breathing, they're not going to survive.
Carl was then taken to Overland Park Regional Hospital, where his family was informed that his chances of survival were slim.
Carl has a determination I've never seen in anyone. And he was determined that he was going to learn to do this again, to do all of these things again. And he still has some obstacles, but he's not going to give up. I'm a very positive person, but some days he puts me to shame. He is just very, very positive.
That was the day that my life totally changed. Well, but for the better and the worse. But who cares about the worst? I love life way more. I will overcome everything that I have to do.
He goes through physical therapy to strengthen the muscles on his right side with therapist Lori George.
Because he's dealing with the reality of his injury much better now than he is in the beginning. And for therapy, the focus is essential.
Carl also goes through speech therapy to overcome dysarthria, a weakening in the tongue and face muscles.
And I have to talk slower and over-articulate.
Carl has forgiven Heather for the accident.
Not only was I wanting forgiveness from him, but it's also within myself. So in order for me to be able to forgive myself, I needed him to forgive me.
He has Jason Kelly to thank for saving his life.
If you all want to know a real lifesaver, just look at him. Jason, huh? Oh yeah.
Reporting for BVTV, this is Kelly Skia.
Carl's spirits are still high, yet he has a few more surgeries to go before he's all the way to recovery.